I decided I was going to do a video on the divine masculine in jail and or prison and their current thoughts and how they're feeling about the divine feminine and also what's going on with the entire situation. Okay. So when the divine masculine gets locked up, their perspective begins to change. They realize obviously they cannot get out, and it says on this card, it says 12, perspective. And it says there's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. So the pause for reflection is exactly that. It's a temporary pause. They have to take a look at themselves. They got to take a look at the people around them and what type of influence these people are having on them. Some of them, when they get in there, they automatically decide, okay, when I get out, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to make different choices. They feel like I'm going to have to stop hanging around this person. Now, this may not resonate with all of you, but for some of them, this is what they actually think. Okay. So they're feeling like they're going to do things differently when they come out. For some of them, they decide, okay, I'm going to hang around some different people. I'm going to come up with some business plans. I'm going to do this or do that when I get out. I'm going to do a job. Some of them, they get in there and they write these books, or, they can write an entire album. They can write several albums while they're in there. Okay. They can write music for other people while they're in there. Some of them pursue law school while they're in there. They just do different things. Some people do cooking. It just depends on what they want to do. Some of them, when they go in there, they find God. I have the peace card with the 13 on it. So they put an end to their past behavior and they go spiritual. They find a higher power. Some of them, they want to release the past. It says peace, release the past. There's a more enriching future. Let go and let God. So they find God and then they become like a godly type of person while they're in there. And it's just they become enlightened. They become closer to God. They feel that the situation has brought them closer to God. And for some of the divine masculines who are in there, they find out that their woman starts to begin to focus, okay, well, if my man is locked up, he's not going to be helping me with the bills and this and that. And then they start thinking of ways where they can become an entrepreneur, or they go back to school so they can be a nurse, things of that sort, so they can basically take care of themselves while he's in there. And it says prosperity arising from wise planning, time to take the next step, optimistic plans that turn out as expected. They feel like, okay, well, I'm going to have 3 jobs or 2 jobs or some type of major paying job so I can pay for everything while he's gone. Because some women are actually committed to their man while he's gone, and they don't want anybody else helping them. They want to do it for themselves, and they just make it happen. Okay. So while he's in there, she may have, the divine feminine may have built this whole big old castle, this big old house of income. And then when he gets out, he has to start from ground zero. And some men, when that happens, they feel kind of like emasculated. And I don't think that they should. You just got out of prison. It's time to, you know, sometimes you got to start from scratch. You got to give yourself time to put your best foot forward and make things happen for yourself. Okay? So when they do come out and when they do get out, some of them actually start from scratch. They make a business. They do this. They do that. They get on the right path, and they become the emperor. They become like an earth sign. They bring stability and efficiency, and they take charge, and they become ambitious when they get out, and they just make it happen for themselves. Some of them don't make it to that point because they get intimidated, which they should not. They should just keep going when they come out. Okay, so I have the Seven of Raphael card. It says, time to make a decision, be clear on what you want, and take action. A need for detoxification. So when you get out, Divine Masculine, if you hear this, you got to be the one to detox. You got to be the one to cut off certain people, get people that influence around you, read books that inspire you. If you don't like to read, listen to audiobooks that inspire you at night. You know, and then I have the Two of Ariel. It's saying it's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So I just feel like when you get out, make your life fun around you, balance the situation out. You know, sometimes, you know, you have to give yourself time to be where you want to be in life. You don't go from 0 to 100 overnight. If you plant a seed and you water it, let it grow, let it turn into something. Give yourself time to make it happen for yourself. It takes steps. It takes time. So if you be patient with yourself, then you can make it happen for yourself. Okay. There are some people who have been completely done wrong. I have the Justice card. It says, fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. So there are some of you who, or some of the Divine Masculines, who need to fight for justice. They need to fight for their freedom. They need to find a way to get out, okay? And then as far as how this affects the relationship with the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, it says, Queen of Ariel, nurture yourself and those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. So when the Divine Masculine is in there, the Divine Feminine is forced to, she's not forced, we all have free will. But it's time to like nurture yourself and be there for yourself during that time, okay? You can still, dress up, get beautiful, and just have a good time with yourself, okay? And he may see that inside of you. He will see, how beautiful you are. If you send him pictures, he hears your voice. I feel like your energy is what keeps him going. In the meantime, I just feel like the Divine Feminine during this time, she starts following her dreams. And she does like hard work. And her hard work leads to success. It's just true. It's just facts.